Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 2025 new moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com. It's listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So if you are sound sensitive, mute the reading, let the healing energy wash over you, and unmute it when you see me pick up the singing bowl. So let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Scorpio, I apologize for my voice. I have allergies or a cold or both. I don't know, but it's rude and I'm congested. So I do apologize for that. But it is what it is, so we are going to move forward. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And Spirit guides, angels. All right, fantastic. At the center of it all. Now, before we start turning over cards and talking about what the tarot is saying, this new moon is in Taurus, right? It is a supermoon, and it is all about grounding. It is all about stability. It is all about really appreciating and connecting with the beauty and valuing our lives, the beauty of our lives and valuing our lives and why we're here. And so this is an absolutely spectacular moon. And at the center of us all, like after that nice little speech, is the Five of Pentacles. And it feels like we're an outsider looking in, or you've been feeling for a while that you're an outsider looking in. That energy is changing. It's no more like, oh, I wish I could do what this person is doing, or, I'm not talented enough, I'm not this enough. It's like, no. It's time to stop. It's time to stop, and it's time to open up the door. And the challenge here is the Hermit. It's opening up the door. I love that door, is right there with all the keys. And it's like, do I have the right key? Can I unlock it? Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can, Scorpio. And it's time. It's time. So Scorpio, this is Virgo energy. The Hermit is Virgo energy. Time frame, August 23rd to September 22nd. It can take you till Virgo time period to fully unlock that door and step into your potential, or step into what it is that you truly desire and truly want. I mean, that's not that far away, even though it sounds like it is, but it's not. And so here, there is also this sense of turning inward, and the challenge is going to be to turn inward, unlock your passion, your fire, your connection, your determination, what it is that you want, unlock your talents that you've locked away because life has gotten hard. You've had to, take on the responsibilities, push things forward. And now it's time to unlock the door. Now it's time not to be on the outside looking in, or not to see yourself as less than, not as successful, as others. Walk into your success, walk into your power. It moves us then to what we need to focus on. And it's kind of slowing things down. We were going to think, and the way that, like, the energy that's around us right now is like, okay, excuse me. The more I work, the more I push, the more I go after, the more it will be. No, you're going to burn yourself out. So do be mindful about that, Scorpio, because you need to step back. You need to rest. You need to honor your story. You need to see everything that you've accomplished, all the battles that you've been through, everything that you've gone through. And you also need to take care of yourself, right? So burning the candle at both ends will just make you tired, will just make you overwhelmed. So be mindful about that and know that needing to focus on rest, on rejuvenation of self, of being kind, honoring your story, that's going to be important. Because if you heard your story told by somebody else, you'd be like, whoa, that's amazing. But it's told by you and you're like, no big deal. Total big deal, Scorpio. It moves us then to the energy that is moving away. And this is the Two of Wands. So doors opening. And what that means is like, what Spirit is saying here is like, there's the sense of like, I could do this and I could do that and I could do this and I could do that. And now that's done. What you're doing is you're making a choice, Scorpio, and you've had your options open for a while, or you've been hesitant. I can run that way. I can go this way. And it's kind of like, it's being distracted is what I'm seeing by Spirit. It's being distracted by things. And now you're going to have those doors closed just quietly, so that you can open up the right one for you, so that you can see yourself moving forward in the right direction that you want. And that's going to be very freeing. That's also going to be very illuminating. The strength for this time is the Three of Swords. Now, you are deeply connected, Scorpio, to those who have passed on. Just know that, completely understand it, that ancestors, people that you've loved, who are in the spirit world, are guiding you, moving you forward, opening up doors to you. So know that energy is right there. And again, your power in this moon, when you are stabilizing yourself, grounding yourself, looking at the ways to move forward, is that you've been through so much. And you might say, well, that's not a superpower. Yeah, it is. Because it gives you compassion. It gives you insight. It gives you understanding. It gives you knowledge. It gives you wisdom. So that when other people like charge forward blindly, you're like, oh no, I'm not making those mistakes again. Like, no, we're not doing that. And that's going to be very liberating for you. With the Three of Swords, you're cutting through doubts and fears, right? But you're also taking out the blades from wounds that you have had. And you're saying, no more. You don't get to open anymore. You don't get to ruin my life. My strength is that I heal. Now, it can be that you are an actual healer, all right? But your strength also during this full moon, during this new moon, is that you heal. Taurus energy, Taurus time is about healing. It's about, it's about connection. It's about opening up the doors to what it is that you want here and closing the doors to what it is that doesn't serve you anymore. And where you need to focus is that you have the Wheel of Fortune coming into play. It's that newness guides you forward, right? It's that there's a closing of the old, the opening of the new. And this is a new season. This is a new time. This is a new way of looking at your life and your world. You're going to be looking at things, Scorpio, as we all do, from our past. We're judging things from our past. And Spirit is like, but I'm giving you a whole new beginning. Stop doubting yourself. Stop defining yourself by old wounds. Your strength is that you've come through. And now it's time to recreate existence. And it brings us then to the advice, and it's be a student. This is the Page of Pentacles. Be a student. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? We have the Virgo energy here. We're in Taurus time period. We're in a Taurus moon. This is being a student of your prosperity, of your success, of bounty, of what it is that you want, of what it is that you're opening the doors to. And you're going to be really receptive to learning. You're also going to be really receptive to listening. But there's going to be milestones, right, that come forward during this time. And you're like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. That is so cool. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. And you're learning. You're opening up to new ideas. If you have a child in your life who is an Earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, they can be teaching you a lot. They can be showing you a lot more. With the Page of Pentacles as well, you are also going to see things as like, oh, I could be successful that way. And why not try this? And again, doors that were closed are opening to you, Scorpio. That's like your whole theme. And it moves us then to the environment. And it's the Two of Swords. You're starting to walk down paths you never imagined you could. There was a rigidity before it, like this is how everybody does it. And you thought, and you didn't play into this is how everybody does it before. You just didn't. That wasn't your thing. But you started to. When things got hard, when things got challenging, you were like, oh, well, okay, if that's the way you have to be successful, that's the game I'm going to play, or that's the path I'm going to walk. But it didn't it didn't jive with you. It wasn't right. So just be aware that that energy comes forward now, and you're seeing a path open up that you're like, oh, I didn't even imagine this. I didn't even think of this. And it brings us then to your hopes and your fears. And it is the Knight of Swords. It's being the hero of your story. And there's a fear, right? What if I can't be the hero of my story? We all have that fear. But the Knight of Swords is like, what if I can? But you can also like be mindful. Go slow. Slow and steady wins the race. But don't go so slow, right? If you're finding that balance, don't go so slow that you'll never get there. Here, the Knight of Swords is like, don't do things in haste because any movement is better than standing still. Sometimes standing still is exactly what you need to do. And then you charge forward. You assess and then you charge. And that's going to be really important for you. And the outcome is the Page of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? There's passion and creativity and an instinct. It's like a way a kid colors or paints or, does things. Like that point of brilliance before everything becomes like, brown mud when they're painting and all the colors mixed together. But that point, like if you can take the paper away right before it all becomes a muddied mess, it's brilliance. It's beautiful. It's exquisite. That's what you're going for. That's what you're doing. You're moving towards something exquisite. And sometimes if we push too fast, too far, right, it becomes that muddied mess. And we have to go back. We have to kind of step back a little bit and then try again the next day, because that's our portal that moves us forward. Every day, every hour, new chance, new way to move, new existence, new ideas. Our spirit message, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, is the hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. Yeah, there's a new horizon. You've been carrying too much, and you've been defining yourself by doors being closed or failures or setbacks. And they weren't setbacks. They were lessons, right? You learned so much. And because you now have that knowledge, you are unstoppable. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And this is universal light. This is the soul star chakra, located 6 inches above your crown. And this is that you are connected to divine wisdom and divine knowledge. Our energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, we have 2 that came forward. Oh, interesting. It's the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Swords is the energy of, like, when we're told to be mindful of it, it's like we're pushing too fast, right? We're going too fast. And that's what Spirit has warned us about. All right. And we're also not valuing the knowledge that we have accumulated, which is also what Spirit has warned us about. The 4 of Pentacles is vampiric energy, holding us back. Things that we thought we have dealt with, that we actually just locked away. Or, we're like, oh, I don't need to deal with this. And Spirit's like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So just be aware of that. It comes forward during this time. It moves us then to our Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. At the center of it all, here, the moon says, trust. I love that. At the center of it all, Scorpio, trust. Trust your dreams, trust your path, trust yourself, trust your connection to the universe, trust. The challenge is that nothing is yet set in stone. And that seems to be a really big challenge going on here, is that we kind of think it's already done, right? The die has already been cast. Everything is already done. The Akashic Records, all this stuff, like it's already done. And Spirit's like, but it's not set in stone. Spirit said this before, and I forget in which reading, but it's like, I loved those books when I was little where it was choose your own adventure. You could go this way, you could do it that way, and you could have a different story so many times. And that's what our life is. You might have an arcing theme that comes forward, okay? But you have so many different ways that it can go about, that it can transpire in your life. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing. It moves us then to attraction. When you slow down, rest, honor your story, you bring forward. You can see yourself better. Because if you're constantly moving, constantly pushing, constantly going, you can't see yourself. And you don't know the energy that you're attracting. And you can get all muddied. You see people, they're always pushing, they're always going, they can't stop, they can't stop, they can't stop. And it's like they don't see the energy that they're putting out into the universe. When you slow down, even though it feels counterintuitive, when you slow down, you can feel it. So just be aware of that. It moves us then to what's moving away. It's like the purity of it all. And it can be, you've been through heartbreaks and pain, right? So the imagination, the heart, the ideas of it, they aren't what they were. Like they've been sullied by the world, right? And so understanding that, but also knowing that it doesn't have to be perfect. It is a very big deal. It is a very big deal. And it brings us then to our strength, which is surrender. Surrender to the universe, surrender to greater knowledge. That's surrender. And Scorpio, you're very good at that. It's like you're very good at the release. And it brings us then to what we're stepping into now, and it is our near future, is self-reflection. We're looking at ourselves. We're looking at what it is that we want. We're looking at the energy that is around us. And then we have the advice, and it says emotions run high. This is a supermoon. Emotions run high. Things are more intense than we had thought they would be. But it also connects us with the page of Pentacles. Children's emotions run high. Everything is intense. So as we're learning, as we're building, as we're growing, things are intense and our emotions run high. As we take the path that we didn't expect and we see the environment, it's an environment of healing. As we step into this environment of this moon, it is an environment of healing. It is an environment of unexpected healing. And it brings us then to our hopes and our fears, which it says it is a time to give rather than take. We're afraid that all our energy will be taken from us, right? That the world will just strip us down. It's time to give our gifts into the world, but we are afraid also of giving our gifts. Give your gifts forward. See your beauty, see your brilliance. And the outcome is surrender to the divine. And that is your strength. Your strength is your outcome. That surrender, that sense of a deeper knowing, deeper understanding, guiding you, leading you. You're going to need to kind of like step back, and Spirit's going to take the wheel, right? Spirit's going to guide you forward. Spirit's going to look at things in a different way. And one of your talents, Scorpio, is going to be like, I don't know, how I got here. Like, I don't know why I need to listen to this, but I did. And the door is open. And it moves us then to our subconscious spirit message. And it says a new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as positive change, because it is positive change. And our chakra energy is the inner child, the heart chakra. Embrace joy, embrace laughter, embrace the inner child within each and every one of us, right? And let that inner child shine forward. Let that heart chakra shine. Our energy to be mindful of is the Ace of Swords. Sometimes, words can be biting and they can be hurtful. And Scorpio, we're very good at seeing people for who they truly are and seeing their weaknesses and seeing their fears. Taurus energy is also our sister sign. Haven't mentioned that, but it can bring out the best and it can bring out the worst in us. And so here we can also find it to be our balance sign, right? It brings us into balance, but it can be a bit of a challenge. It has us seeing things in a way that we would rather, not see so bluntly. There's a bluntness to this Taurus time that can be intense, and it can also show in our words or in the way that we're hearing the world around us. The moon begins by saying it is the realization that we ourselves are the key that brings the new start, that we're in control of so much more than we had imagined we were. And then our subconscious message is the Two of Cups, healing, beautiful love, guiding us forward, opening up the doors. This is going to be a time of tremendous healing, but also a time of coming into balance with ourselves and seeing what we have deeply longed for and what has felt like it was out of reach, felt like, well, that time has passed, and it hasn't. It's coming in now, and it's blessing you, Scorpio, just so spectacularly. All right, Scorpio, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this new moon and of yourself. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed moon. Bye.